leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 5:30.
Rodgers the other way for the end zone. Touchdown, Geronimo Allison.
A strong start for the Packers, but the green and gold battle for the home opener win against the Vikings. Plus, the halftime star tribute in memory of number 15. The message from Bart Starr's wife, Cherry, to Packers Nation. And the escort onto the field by another quarterback great. A 12 News exclusive one-on-one with Brett Favre.
It's very nice to be reminded how special this place is.
Stephen Watson and Dan Needles are standing by with Packers coverage in a moment. But first tonight, breaking news in Glendale. A carbon monoxide leak at a Boston market has sickened at least 4 people this afternoon. 12 News' Caroline Reinwald is live tonight at the scene. Caroline, that restaurant is shut down at this hour.
Yeah, Matt, you can see here that they've got a sign up here. It says, sorry, we're closed to a gas leak, so nobody's going to be having dinner inside here tonight. I want you to take a look at photos that we took of the Boston market here earlier this afternoon. We do know that firefighters were called out here just before 4 o'clock this afternoon for 4 people who were reportedly feeling ill. Officials say one of the ovens inside was producing high levels of carbon monoxide. They did treat 4 people here and gave them oxygen. 2 of them were transported to St. Luke's Hospital. And we did see employees in here earlier closing up the store. I'm told they're going to be closed for at least the rest of the night. Right now, we're waiting for fire department officials to arrive on scene and tell us some more information about what's going on here. For now, I'm reporting live outside of Boston Market in Glendale. Caroline Reinwald, WISN 12 News.
Caroline Reinwald reporting live. Caroline, thank you. More breaking news tonight. This from 52nd and Melvina in Milwaukee. The medical examiner confirming to 12 News it is responding to this scene at this hour for a death investigation. Here's a live look at the scene. Right now, it's not clear what led up to the death. You see numerous investigators still on scene. 12 News has seen hazmat crews going in and out of this home within the past 60 minutes. You can look for more updates tonight on 12 News.
On a day they honored the on-field leader of the Lombardi Packers, Matt LaFleur became the first man since Vince Lombardi to win his first 2 games as the head coach of the Packers. And the Packers came out an inspired group with a tremendous first quarter today at Lambeau, needing just 4 plays to score on the opening possession of the game. Aaron Rodgers to Jamal Williams, 15 yards on the screen. Green Bay scored all 21 of their points in the first 16 minutes of the game. Rodgers to Geronimo Allison for the second score. It looked like it was a blowout. Minnesota rallied, 16 unanswered points and a chance to take the lead late, but Kevin King intercepted the Kirk Cousins pass in the end zone. And the Packers hold on to beat the Vikings 21-16.
That was a really good team win for us. Anytime you can win a division game, especially against a quality opponent like the Minnesota Vikings, you can never take that for granted. You know, it was awesome. It was an electric atmosphere. I thought our crowd really did a great job of getting loud and provided that spark that we're looking for each and every week.
All right, so the Packers are 2-0 for the first time since 2015. Broncos come to Green Bay next week. And that wasn't even the biggest sports story of the day. Brewers coming up later.
All right, Dan, thank you. In addition to the action on the field, as you mentioned, what a tribute today, a big weekend commemorating the life of Packers legend Bart Starr, who died in May. A special number 15 on the field in his honor, and a halftime tribute with Packers alumni Starr's son and his wife, Cherry. Cherry Starr was escorted to the 50-yard line by another Packers great, Brett Favre. The NFL presented the Stars with an original 1960s Packers helmet with a tribute number 15 decal.
63 years you have loved and embraced us and supported us, and I am so grateful.
So much Packers history today, including this remarkable meetup in the tunnel between Cherry Starr, Aaron Rodgers, and Brett Favre. 12 Sports' Stephen Watson was there in the tunnel to see it happen and got a 12 News exclusive one-on-one with Favre after the Star ceremony. Stephen, Favre said he was so grateful to be part of today's tribute.
Well, the friendship between Bart Starr and Brett Favre has been on display a number of times, namely back in 2015, Thanksgiving weekend, when a weak Bart Starr walked out of the tunnel here at Lambeau Field, right there to honor Brett Favre when he was inducted into the Packers Hall of Fame. And number 4 told me he would not miss today for anything in the world. He wanted to return the favor. I know how much it meant to you to have Bart by your side here a couple of years ago. How important was it for you to be here to honor him today and be with Cherry and Bart Jr.?
Well, there hasn't been one time where I haven't done something with Bart or with his family that I wasn't completely grateful and overjoyed and just honored to be a part of his family and his circle. It goes without saying what he means to this organization, what he will always mean to this organization, and I commend the Packers for making sure that legacy lives on and is important. You know, too many times in today's game, I feel like there's a disconnect between the players and the former players and what they've done and how they paved the way for this generation. And so it's nice that he's remembered the way the Packers have remembered him, and I'm just honored to be a part of it, because someday, you know, I may be that guy.
Let's be honest, Brett Favre will be that guy one day. And one thing that Favre told me he loved most about Bart Starr is just how he was always there for him. He used to write handwritten notes to Favre after every single game that he played. Favre told me that's just simply who Bart was. Live at Lambeau Field, Stephen Watson, WISN 12 News.
Stephen, thank you. Packers fans in Milwaukee cheered on the green and gold today while helping their brothers and sisters in blue. The Milwaukee Police Association Fallen Heroes Group hosted this fundraiser today in memory of Officer Matthew Rittner. All the money raised will help send Rittner's family and some officers to Washington, D.C. next May. That's when Rittner's name will be added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Wall.
We also want to have an opportunity to cheer on the Packers, and instead of focusing on all the bad things, have a little bit of a good time where we can get to know people in our community and interact with the people in our community.
The new bar Uncle Buck's on 3rd hosted the event downtown. Its owners offered up the space free of charge. Turning to Weather Watch 12, the clouds hanging tough this afternoon. Chris, you're tracking a few spotty showers popping up on the radar tonight.
Yeah, we could see a little bit of activity over the next couple of hours, Matt. Certainly not the heavy rain that we saw this morning, but there's an area that I'm watching very closely. You see that sharp cutoff where the cloud cover is right there? We could see some showers fire right along that line. These clouds will gradually start to clear, but I think they'll stick with us through most of the afternoon and into the evening hours. A lot of that going to move out late tonight, and then we're going to go through some big changes into tomorrow. Here's the way it looks outside in Waukesha, 72 degrees there. You can see the humidity in the atmosphere, those low-level clouds as well. That's been the signature throughout the day today. Right along the lakefront, too, in Milwaukee, where temperatures are being held in the low 70s. Because of that cloud cover, we did peak in the mid-70s today. Here's how the overnight forecast looks. A lot of us will see a little bit of clearing through the overnight hours, temperatures dropping into the mid-60s or so. That'll continue into 6 a.m. We could see a little bit of fog out there as well, so as you start your day tomorrow, heading to work, keep that in mind, that cloudiness sticking around. A gray night tonight. We'll see some changes tomorrow. The sun returns and a big warm-up on the way, Matt.
All right, Chris, we'll see you then. To other news we're following tonight, a fight escalated into a deadly stabbing overnight in West Allis. 12 News' Derek Rose has surveillance video of the aftermath. This near 71st and Beecher as police look for a killer.
Neighbors who live along 71st Street in West Allis tell me because of bars along this street, it's not uncommon to hear people arguing on the sidewalk early in the morning on the weekends. But there was something about the confrontation early Sunday that had several neighbors calling 911.
I heard arguing, and then I heard something break, like shatter, and then I heard like punches, fighting.
And someone in that fight had a weapon.
Fight that involved a stabbing.
2 suspects ran towards National. So far, just stabbing, trying to get more info.
Surveillance cameras captured the aftermath of the attack. Police and medics tried to save the man who was stabbed, but his injuries were too severe. He died at a doorstep in front of his friends.
I feel really, really bad and really sad for the friends that were with him that had to witness this. I feel bad for the family that has to get this unexpected phone call or visit. And I feel so much anger for the people who did this, and they felt the need that they needed to murder somebody over whatever.
It is the same question investigators were trying to answer as they went back to the scene Sunday morning, looking for clues and information on the killer. Neighbors told me off camera there were 2 people involved, a man and woman. Both got away on bikes.
We don't know who it is, and so we're a little uneasy. And of course, every time we see a little bike, we're going to be like, is that the person?
In West Dallas, Derek Rose, WISN 12 News.
While police haven't identified any suspects, they are calling this an isolated incident, and investigators say there doesn't appear to be any ongoing danger to the public. More violence Saturday night. We've learned a 16-year-old died at this urgent care in Glendale. That's where the teen and an 18-year-old drove after someone fired shots into their car near 55th and Casper last night. The 18-year-old is expected to survive. No word on any arrests. Milwaukee police also updated us on that shooting last night near 25th and Wells. We're told a 40-year-old man accidentally shot himself. It's not clear exactly how he is doing tonight. A festive kickoff to Hispanic Heritage Month. Coming up, the meaning behind today's event and why the city is celebrating all month long.